the city that is the home of country music. Welcome to Designing Your Travels. Today we're going to show you our review on, you guessed it, Nashville, Tennessee. You would be mistaken if you were to assume that this city is a one-trick town, however. Besides being a music town, Nashville has more sides to it than a dodecagon. That is to say that it is quite multifaceted. Stunning landscapes, vibrant nightlife, historic sites, monuments, and some of the best food in the South. Nashville is a hotbed for activity. Allow us to walk you through the musts of the music city. Must-dos, must-sees, and must-eats. Pretty much all you need to know about Nashville in order to enjoy your trip to the fullest. So without any further ado, here is our review of the city of Nashville. What to see? Sightseeing is always a good place to start any trip to a first-time destination. Take some time to absorb the history of the place in order to fully appreciate its uniqueness. There's no better place to start in Nashville than the Andrew Jackson Hermitage. Approximately 10 miles south of downtown is where one can find the home of former President Andrew Jackson. The estate consists of over 1,000 acres and includes the Hermitage Mansion. There is a tour that is available to the visiting public that does a good job explaining the former president's history. As you walk through the museum's rooms, you'll learn about daily life for the Jacksons as well as more about Andrew Jackson. The museum tour does a good job of showing Jackson's strengths while also acknowledging his flaws, and is a great place to start your sightseeing tour. Next, the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum, which is located in the heart of downtown. The museum is pretty much the embodiment of country music and is a no-brainer for not only fans of the genre, but fans of music. The museum features a multimedia display of historical performances, costumes, instruments, gold records, and memorabilia. Standout highlights include a Cadillac that belonged to Elvis, a massive 40-foot guitar, a tour bus, and recording booth. All in all, it will be a day well spent. Sports fans will love our next pick, the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame and Music. There have been a number of award-winning athletes that have come out of Tennessee, including Darren Bates, Reggie Grimes, Jalen Reeves-Maybin, and recent Super Bowl winner Jalen Ramsey. The museum celebrates them all, and it's conveniently located in downtown Nashville, close enough to the other two mentions on this list. We did mention the diversity of Nashville, and these natural attractions serve as proof. The Warner Parks are key standouts, as it relates to showcasing the beauty and majesty of Nashville's natural landscapes. The Warner Parks are twin parks, namely Edwin Warner Park and Percy Warner Park. They span thousands of acres in the wilderness near Nashville. This acreage consists of beautiful lush hills filled with everything from nature trails to picnic areas. In these public parks, you can do everything. Quiet strolls, take a tour of the area, hike, bike, or even go horseback riding. There are even more opportunities for those looking for a more active way of enjoying the outdoors. There are playgrounds, golf courses, tennis courts, and mountain bike trails all available to the public. Radnor Lake is another standout. Its sparkling waters that lap sandy shores in combination with its handsome rugged landscapes makes for a sight for all eyes. Stunning enough to be actually considered as Class 2 natural area because it is simply that stunning. As such, that means it is protected from commercial development, meaning that what you see out there is pure, concentrated Mother Earth at her finest. Activities at Radnor Lake are mostly centered around sightseeing, but it will suffice, trust us. Our honorable must-sees include Owls Hill Nature Sanctuary, Johnny Cash Museum, Belle Meade Historic Site, and Nashville Parthenon. What to do? A trip to the city of Nashville must mean that you're a fan of the sweet ear nectar that is music, right? I mean, it's called Music City, not to be facetious, but because this place genuinely views music as its lifeblood, and as such, many of its nightlife activities center around music. Assuming that you're here for that very reason, you will be delighted with the wide variety of options the city makes available to you. Foremost of which being Grand Ole Opry. Hailed as the show that made country music famous, the Grand Ole Opry has been running for almost a century and is just as popular today as in the day of its inception. Consider it an initiation or a rite of passage of sorts. Attending a show here will chisel into your bones the importance of music to the human experience. It offers all of the latest and greatest in country, folk, gospel, and bluegrass music, and it's easily one of the best things to do in Nashville. In addition to live concerts, they also broadcast skits, comedy routines, and other live performances. Visitors to the Grand Ole Opry can even take a tour of the stage and dressing rooms before settling in for the night's entertainment. Do yourself a favor and head there your first night out. It will surely set the tone for the rest of your stay in Music City. To enjoy your nights out in Nashville, remember these 5 words. Downtown is where it's at. Think of it as the Times Square of Nashville, if you will. There's never a dull moment or a spot on the street not illuminated by a neon light. Festive, lively, and inviting, downtown Nashville is a concentrated dose of excitement that will drain you of time and money, but will reward you handsomely in return. Many of the museums we mentioned earlier can all be found downtown. It is also home to our second must-do, and that would be to go visit Broadway. This hub is one of 2 faces. During the day, Broadway serves as a typical tourist attraction, one where visitors can go shopping, have dinner, and go sightseeing as we mentioned at the outset of the video. Come nighttime, however, as those neon lights flicker into full beam, the city takes on a different vibe. Live music starts spilling out of the dozens of bars and pubs that straddle both sides of the street. The rooftop bars begin to emit an entrancing glitter as their lights flicker into life, many of them revealing swimming pools open to patrons looking for a change of pace. You can still find places to eat, but now drinks are a must as well. Head downtown on Broadway one evening to do you some dancing, sing you some karaoke, ride you a mechanical bull, or for giggles try on a jumpsuit covered in rhinestones and work on your never-before-seen Elvis impersonation. All things are possible on Broadway, friends. Another must-do is to have a drink at the oldest honky-tonk bar in the state of Tennessee, Tootsie's Orchid Lounge. Much like its name suggests, Tootsie's can be found by looking for an orchid-colored building in downtown Tennessee. Tootsie's has a long, colorful history in the country music scene. Patsy Cline and Waylon Jennings were among its most famous customers. For some family-friendly fun, located a few miles north of Nashville, lies the Honeysuckle Hill Farm. Easily is one of the best places to visit when you're looking for clean, family-orientated entertainment. Kids will enjoy running around the funhouse, getting lost in the corn maze, or picking out pumpkins for arts and crafts. Adults will appreciate the refreshments like candied fruits and ciders, as well as the calm and serene atmosphere surrounding the farm. Honorable mentions: Nelson's Green Brier Distillery, Nashville Zoo, Lane Motor Museum, General Jackson's. What to eat? If your mouth watered a little when we mentioned candied fruits and ciders earlier, this section is for you, kindred spirit. The south of the United States is famous for its cuisine, for good reason. It is a combination of a number of other cuisines and cultures to have settled in the south over the years, and as a result, the food there is decadent, rich in flavor, and often comes in great quantity, thanks to the famous southern hospitality. Get started with the South's famous hot chicken, a dish that was actually invented in Tennessee, but has since made its rounds internationally. Hot chicken is just that. Really, really spicy fried chicken. Definitely not Fifth Wing on Hot Ones spicy, but spicy enough for you to need our second must-try on this spot: some good old biscuits. Southern biscuits are fluffy, flaky buttermilk baked goods that are more similar to scones than to cookies, and usually accompanies many dishes served in the South. If you've got a sweet tooth, the donuts here are to die for as well. If you so choose, we would like to inform you that it is entirely possible to visit a different Nashville bakery every day of the week and eat enough flavors to eat yourself into a sugar coma. Just some words of advice from fellow foodies: you're most welcome. That concludes our review of the Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. If we missed out on a spot you think was worth mentioning, let us know in the comments below. We love getting feedback from you guys. It helps us to do better next time, so it's much appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, where we post travel-related content like this every other day. Also, click the notification bell so you never miss out on an upload. Till next time, safe travels.